What is up, YouTube, and welcome back. Finally, I'm back after it seems like a long break. Pretty much 10 months, I think, was my last video. But we are coming back with some NHL 22, and it's only, you can tell by the title, is that we're starting our first franchise mode. Well, I would like to say first, but starting our franchise mode here in NHL 22. Obviously, last year we did a Ranger franchise, which I didn't really finish. We didn't really win the Stanley Cup. We made it close, I think, but we couldn't get there. I always like to win at least one Stanley Cup with each team I do, and we've done that in the past with certain teams. So, obviously, last year with the Rangers, they were a rebuild team already. They just needed development. This year, as you can see by the title, we are going to be a team that I think is just really going into a rebuild. Their team on paper is really not good. I think they're the lowest rated team in this game. But they have a lot of young pieces that hopefully we could develop. And, and they've kind of been a laughingstock at times with forfeited draft picks. It's been kind of a mess in Arizona at times. And that's the team we are going to be being. We are going to be Arizona Coyotes. Obviously, they went to the full Kachina look, so that's going to be nice as well. So before we get into the franchise, I want to take you over to the creation zone and just show you some players we have created, mostly prospects. I think we have like maybe 10-ish guys, but start off, we have Ivan Miroshenko. He is a Russian prospect who is going to be a top pick in this 2022 NHL draft. Just put him on the Erie Otters just to give him a junior team. I think he's made a medium elite. We have Jake Sanderson, obviously a big prospect for Ottawa Senators. Medium elite defenseman. Now, obviously, most of these guys are 70s, 71, 72s because a lot of them are still in juniors or in college, so giving them 1 year. They should be NHL ready possibly in year 2. So Kent Johnston, obviously one of the big Michigan players drafted in this past draft. Another one is Luke Hughes, obviously to the Devils. I think they're all medium elite. Matty Beniers, another medium elite. Obviously the best prospect for the Seattle Kraken. Matvey Michkov, he is a prospect from Russia who is projected to go top 2 in the draft. What draft is it? 2023. It's either him or Connor Bernard. So it's going to be interesting to see who goes in that draft. Next, we have Owen Power, who was drafted first overall in this past draft, medium elite, big two-way defenseman. Then we have Vasily Podkolzin, who's obviously made Vancouver this year. I think I made a medium elite, or on a high top 6. We have Yaroslav Askarov, probably the best goalie prospect in the NHL. And finally, we have Yegor Chinakhov, who was drafted first round last year. And I think he won Rookie of the Year in the KHL, and he's, I think, almost made the Blue Jackets this year. I made a medium elite. I think he's going to be a stud. So those are the players we created. I don't really think I'm missing anybody too major. Those are just the players I thought I should have. So we are going to hop right into our franchise mode. I'll take you through the settings I'm going to use and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I'll take a look at the team when we get there. Because this first episode, we're probably just going to try to edit the lines, try to get some chemistry. Because obviously the first year we're not going to be contending. I mean, I say that, but watch us make the playoffs. I kind of hope we kind of tank a little bit so we get a nice pick. But also, I want to develop some of the players we have. So, we're going to come over to the Arizona Coyotes. Division realignment is fine. I'm not going to switch any of that, but you can see we are 80 overall, which I think is we're worse than the Sabres. The Sabres are, 83? Yeah. So, and like I said, this team, it just isn't that good yet. So I'm going to go owner mode off, salary cap we're going to keep on. Flag of war, we're going to off, and player morale. I'm not really a fan of those. I like to see players is what it is, and player morale sometimes, it just gets on my nerves sometimes. So, rules and quick settings, which I like to do. Period length will go 4 minutes. I'm going to go injuries off just because I think they're the most annoying thing in the world. They're really overpowered. Franchise length, overpowered. We'll just go 20. I mean, I usually will stop the franchise whenever I want to. Difficulty, we'll go superstar when we play, and I think everything else is fine. I mean, give or take, we do at least like 10 or so years with franchises, but, you know, if I want to move on and we say we've won Stanley Cups, then that'll be my decision. I've done that in the past. But like I said, if we win at least one Stanley Cup, and plus I don't think the Coyotes ever won a Stanley Cup. No, they have not, so definitely the road to their first cup. But yeah, like I said, we're headlined by, I think our best 3 players were Keller, Chychrun, and Schmaltz. So definitely Clayton Keller is somebody we have to develop. He's getting paid. I think he's 84 overall in this game. He's low elite, but he's getting paid $7 million a year, which isn't a bad price. And we have to develop him. So here we are, finally in our franchise. We are a conservative seller. That kind of makes sense. So real quick, let's just take a look at the forward. Let's just take a look at the lines. Skim through them real quick. So we have our, like I said, top line heavy with Clayton Keller, Nick Schmaltz, and Phil Kessel. Phil Kessel's somebody who's still pretty good. You know, he could definitely not really develop, but put up points if we get him the chemistry, I think. But do we need him? Probably not. We can maybe look to trade him. I don't really think he's going to be in our long-term plans. Maybe after this year if we want to give him a 1-year deal. But it is what it is. Second line, we have Ryan Dzingel, Galchenyuk, Fisher, Boyd, Hayden, Niaskin. Yeah. So really top line heavy on the offensive side. Defensively, we have Chychrun, who is getting paid a bargain at 4.6. We are keeping him. We are not trading him. We got to develop him so he can continue to be a stud and hopefully grow. We have Anton Stroman, Ilya Lyubushkin, Shane Gostisbehere, Connor Timmins, and Victor Soderstrom, who is one of our best prospects, high top 4. We have to develop him as well. And in net, we have Carter Hutton. Just not a good goaltender. AHL, I don't really think we have anything really that great. Kind of hoping this guy was a starter. 6'5", 22 years old. Andrew Ladd, yeah. AHL is just nothing. I don't see anything that we could use. But, so yeah, that's our team. So, let's just take a look at, I just want to see one thing. We'll take a look at trade values with players, because the trade value is different this year. Like Jacob Chychrun doesn't have really that much. Soderstrom, high top 4, 20 years old, doesn't have that much. You know, you have to. It seems like you have to develop these guys in order to trade them. We have Dylan Gunther, who is going to be one of our best prospects, or probably is our best prospect. But 6'1", he's a good size, and he's a sniper. Something we really desperately need. I don't think he'll play in the NHL this year. Maybe next year we'll keep him in the CHL. We have Schmaltz, Hayden, Kessel, Timmins, Keller. Yeah, so there's one thing I noticed with this team is the center core. The center core, our top 2 centers, I would say is Nick Schmaltz and Barrett Hayden. Now, they are both two-way forwards, and I tend to struggle with developing two-way forwards. But they're good to have. I mean, Nick Schmaltz's face-off's only a 70. Barrett Hayden's a 75, so I don't really know. And plus, Barrett Hayden, he's still young. We can maybe develop him, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can maybe, if something comes up where we can move him. So we need to add some depth on offense, I feel like. And plus we have to, what's it called? We have to get some, see if we get some chemistry right. So let me take a look at our coach, because right now we don't really have any chemistry. And obviously finding a good coach is key. We have an A- defenseman coach. I don't really go well with defensemen. I'm usually a forwards coach. But we can keep him for now. Like I said, he's really only helping out the defenseman. Kind of likes Hayden. He likes Lyubushkin. He seems like he doesn't really like Chychrun. Keller he likes too. So we can keep him obviously for this year. If we see somebody in the offseason who might be better, we could definitely pick him up. So I'm going to go to the free agent tab, because I think there are some decent free agents who we could possibly bring in. You have Eric Gustafsson, Nikita Gusev. Obviously, he just went back to the KHL, but he's still here. He's a pretty good player. good playmaker, which I think I'm going to bring in to our team. Bobby Ryan, Gustafson, Stahl. There's a lot of good of depth players. But playmaking, left wing, I think I'm going to bring him in. I don't know if I want to give him a 2-year deal. 2-year, $2 million, that's not bad. So I want to try to offer him a little bit less, 2 years at 1.5, which I will offer him that, just to give us a little more depth. Patrick Marlow, do we want to bring Marlow into the Arizona Coyotes? No, that's all right. Artem Anisimov, look at this. He's a free agent. Do we want to bring him in also? 75 faceoffs, not that bad. Also for $700K, it's really a bargain. We'll give him a 1-year deal at $700. So those are 2 players we'll bring in for some depth. Now, there are a couple players I might want to trade for. Now, with the trading wise, what I kind of do with franchise, if they're on the trading block, it's fair game. You know, if it's like Rasmus Dahlin's on the trading block, I'm going to go all in for him. That's fair game. If all right, Gusev doesn't want the contract duration, that's fine. But, like, that's really all. Because, like, obviously Rasmus Dahlin's not going to get traded in real life. But, like, if he was on the trading block, let's give Gusev the 2 years. If he was on the trading block, I'm going to jump all over that and try to trade for him. But, like, if he's on the trading block, I'm not going to try to trade for him because, obviously, they're not going to trade him. But then players in real life who seem like they're going to be traded, which I'm kind of eyeing a couple of people now to bring into our team, I would go after them. You know, obviously, like, I'm likely to be a go-to man of team. I mean, yeah, I guess he is, technically. Like, obviously, looking at Vitaly Kravtsov, he is obviously disgruntled with the Rangers. I think he's fair game. We could try to trade for him. Let me just go through this team. Send down Boyd. Send down Louis Eriksson. We don't need him. And alright, what else we got? Do we have anybody really else good in the system? Not really. Give me Gusev and bring up Anisimov. So, just best lines for now. But there are a couple players who I am looking at from the same team, and one player actually was drafted by the Coyotes. Now, obviously, I think both these players on this team, they just, right now, are kind of struggling. I think both of them are going to get traded. Well, I don't know about both of them. I think at least one of them will. Going to come over to the Blackhawks, and one of the players is going to be Dylan Strohm. Now, Dylan Strohm is 83 overall. He's still pretty young, 24. Center playmaker, something we don't have. And he fits our forward line 1. So, he's making 3 for 1 more year. So, we could try to develop him, put him with maybe Phil Kessel. So, let's see what they want for Dylan Strohm, because I think he is going to get traded in real life because he's been scratched the first 4 games. They want 2 third-round picks for Dylan Strohm. Now, right now, I would do that. Because another good thing with us, it's 2 third-round picks, in next year's draft? Not this year, coming up, I think. Yeah, that's one thing, is we have a lot of draft picks. We have 3 first-round picks next year, or this year, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I count right? No, we have 4. Oh, 5, yeah. 5 second-round picks. But this is going to be 2 third-round picks in 2023 for Dylan Strohm. A guy who is, 83 overall. It's a good overall. And fits our forward line 1. We could possibly... And also gives us something we don't have. We don't have a center playmaker. So I'm going to make this first trade. Bring Dylan Strohm back to the Coyotes for a redemption tour. And that's player number 1 we're going to trade for. Because I've been kind of scouting out some pieces now. It's nice to bring Dylan Strohm back. Now there's another player in Chicago who I want to trade for, which I don't think will take too much. And that is Alex Nielander. Player who's kind of, well, I don't think he's really struggled, but, you know, I just don't think he's going to be with And he fits our forward line 1. Look at that. Both these players fit our forward line 1. And he's a right-wing playmaker? Yes. So we're going to add 2 playmakers to our team. Let's see who they want. Okay, well, they don't want anything for him. But I think he is fair game, in my opinion. Plus, I want to try to develop him because he just... It would be nice to see him have success. So, let's go to Chicago, and we could see what they want. And we could possibly make a deal out of him. Yes, he's on the trading block, but I think he's going to get traded in real life. Or he has a chance to. So, who do they like? They like Schmaltz? No. Killer Timmons? No. They like Ghost is fair, but do we want to trade Ghost? I mean, we get rid of his contract, but we can maybe even make something out of Ghost, but he doesn't really fit our team. They like Strohm, Single. Alright, let's see with Ghost is fair. I mean, we might have to throw in a pick. Yeah, we might have to throw in like a third, maybe. We could maybe throw in a third in this upcoming draft, which are not really interested in any of our draft picks. They like a 4th. Do we want to do Ghost in a 4th for Alex Nielander? Okay, so this is going to go through. Since I can see if it's going to go through, let me see if I could save a... See if we go a 6th. No. See if we could do the 5th. Just so we could try to save as many rounds as we can. Okay, so they want the 4th round pick. So we're going to trade Ghost in a 4th. Now, Ghost is fair. I mean, obviously, he's making a good amount of money for 2 more years. He's not going to grow. I mean, unless we got him a +5 with somebody. But, you know, he's not really going to be in our long-term plans, I don't think. If he becomes our free agent, maybe we would sign him. But, no. We're going to trade for Alex Nielander. Done deal in Chicago. But now that we might have to look for another defenseman. Because that leaves us with 4, or 5, excuse me. But we will just bring up this guy for now. So let me come to the NHL lines, and I'm going to best them, and I'm going to see what I could do with this chemistry. Oh, I got to bring those guys up. Well, Alex Nielander's up, but I don't think Strohm up. Did I see Strohm? No, I don't think Strohm's up. So let's go bring Dylan Strohm up real quick. Gotta send somebody down. Get rid of Johan Larsson. We don't need him. And bring Dylan Strohm up. Good. Let's see what we could do here. AHL team is horrendous. We just best that, sure. So come in here. It's best lines now. So looking at Dylan Strohm, he said he fit the first line, which he does. So we're gonna go Dylan Strohm on that first line. Nielander also fits the first line. But we have 3 playmakers. We're gonna need to put Kessel there, get a sniper there. But Keller, he only fits the first line. But if we put Kessel back, then we get a +1 with these guys. That's not a bad line. Then with 2-way, Nielander doesn't really fit anywhere else. But with a 2-way and a playmaker, Gusev, he fits more on the third line. We might have to find a power forward that fits our second line to get us at least +1 with these 2 guys. I think Barrett Hayden, I definitely want. Oh, Barrett Hayden actually fits. He fits better than Schmaltz. Schmaltz is. Oh, Christ. So we might have to find a power forward that fits our second line. There might be one I might be interested in. Actually, there's a couple. One is Vitaly Krasov, and one is actually someone else who I might want to bring into this team. So, like I said, I mean, Antoine Roussel is not going to be there, but Lawson Krause is a power forward, but he does kind of fit. We get a +1 with Hayden, Krause, and Hayden's a 2-way, and Zingel's a 2-way. But I think if we had a playmaker, right? That's fine. At least we get +1 with some of these guys. Lawson Krause, we have Antoine Roussel, Beagle, and Fisher. So I think that might be our offense for now. I might see if I can bring in a power forward that maybe fits our second line. Defensively, we have... Okay. So this is +2. I wonder if that's glitched. It should be +3, I think. But Ilya Labushkin, who fits everywhere. So if we had an offensive defenseman, where's does Chychrun kind of fit with this team? He does not. But does anybody give Chychrun a plus? Okay, Soderstrom doesn't really fit. But if we want to get a +1 everywhere, we could put Soderstrom with Labushkin, Connor Timmins. Okay, there's a +2, +2, and +2. But I want Soderstrom to play top line. But we could play him there for now, just because it's going to be like a development year. And Strohm, if we had an offensive defense, then this would be a +5. Can we get a plus? There's a +2 with Timmins, a +1. Yeah, I definitely want Chychrun to be our top line. So I'm just going to go through, this real quick, and I will edit like the power play penalty kill off camera because I don't want to waste time doing that. Let me see the 2 power forwards I'm interested in. Obviously, one is Vitaly Kravtsov, him being disgruntled New York. He could come here and get a good amount of playing time. Oh, wait, let me go to Trade Finder. See if I get because this new trading value is like really something else. You know, I'm not used to. Obviously, we're all used to it being nice and big for certain players, but I kind of like it at the same time. Nice little challenge. So let's come to the Rangers. Vitaly Kravtsov is 79 overall. He's considered a power forward in this game, I think. Is he still a power forward? Yeah, still a power forward. All power play lines and all penalty kill lines. Is very loyal and keeps emotions in check, but is not driven to win. I feel like that is not. That's completely opposite of what Kravtsov is. But let's see if they want anything. They want a 2nd Galchenyuk and a 6th. So, this trade kind of makes sense for the Rangers. They get a 2nd round pick, even though the Rangers are asking for, I think, top 6 talent. You get a center out of Galchenyuk, which you can maybe get something out of him, and a 6th. Now, we don't really need Galchenyuk because we just got Dylan Strohm. So I would do this personally, but I'm just going to hold off for 1 second. I want to take a look at the other power forward who I'm interested in getting, and he is on the Los Angeles Kings. I don't know if it kind of gave it away. Coming down. Elias Anderson? No, not Elias Anderson. Coming down. Jeez. Brendan Lemieux, former New York Ranger, and father. Oh, he's a grinder. Oh, they switched him. Grinders are tough. I don't really know how grinders fit. But they switched him. He used to be a power forward. I still might try to bring him in anyway, just because Claude played for the Coyotes. I think it would be cool to bring Brendan Lemieux in. They don't really want anything, so maybe Brendan Lemieux we could hold off on. But do we want to bring in Vitaly Kravtsov? Because like I said, he's disgruntled. And he fits our power play. Maybe he could fit somewhere else. But trading away a 2nd Galchenyuk and Coyotes first. I don't know if we want to make this a little bit more even, but I guess Galchenyuk could play top 6. But they're still getting a 2nd round pick, and I'm not trying to trade a 1st round pick for Kravtsov, just because I think he wants out, and the Rangers. This is not a horrible trade, but you never know. And I might just kind of cheat the EA logic here. But it's still getting up a 2nd round pick, and they still get Galchenyuk, who you never know, could play well, and he's got pretty decent face-off, some guy they could probably use. So, and we don't really need it anymore. So I'm going to actually make this trade, and we're going to bring the disgruntled right wing Vitaly Kravtsov to the Arizona Coyotes to hopefully develop and strive. So let's see how he fits with our team. So yes, we're pretty much a seller, but we've given away a couple draft picks, but we've added some young talent. Who do we not need? Antoine Roussel, he's a grinder, but he fits on the first line. I don't really know how grinders work. I don't know if what they go well with, you know what I'm saying? So Christian Fischer's a 2-way, which I would probably rather him than Roussel, so let's take Roussel out. And let's just throw in... Oh, we freaking have Dmitry Yaskin as a power forward. He only just fits the second line. I kind of need him to play the third. So Kravtsov, where does he fit? He fits the first line. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Because then if we have takeaway... So if we put Kravtsov on the first line with Keller and Strohm, I think that's technically a +3. I don't know why it's glitched out. But Keller, I kind of want him to play... But Kravtsov, that would be nice for him, though. Let me see. If we put Kravtsov on the top line, I'll switch him with Kessel. I just want to see if Hayden would get a +2. Unless we do that. But we just don't get chemistry. It's Gusev, Hayden, Krause, Keller, Schmaltz. Is any other... You know what? I bet if we take Christian Fischer out and give me, what's his name, Dmitry Yashkin. Since he fits the second line, we could probably get a +2 with him. No. That's fine. We're just going to go with that. But Kravtsov will give him top line minutes. And I think that is that. So I'm going to go through. I mean, Keller, yes, he's not getting any pluses, but we're going to have to find him some line mates. But also, this might not be the right coach for us. You know, Keller, obviously, unless we want to just throw Keller there so he gets at least a +1. But because Kessel, we're not, like I said, I don't think Kessel's really going to be in our long-term plans. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm just trying to see if anything else would get us some pluses in here. Krause, put him somewhere here. No. And defensively, I think we're going to keep this. Stroman, Timmins, yeah. We're going to keep that. So I'm going to go through the rest of the team and just so I could expedite the process. So give me one. All right, so here is going to be the team we are going to start out with. So offensively, there's really not much chemistry, but I want to play guys in certain spots. So Keller, Strohm, Kravtsov with a +1. Not bad whatsoever. Kessel, Schmaltz, and Nielander, that's a good second line. Then Krause, Hayden, Gusev, a good third line. Yashkin, Jay Beagle, and Ryan Dzingel. So we've really upped the depth. I don't think obviously I still don't think we're a playoff team, but not terrible. Defensively, we have a +1 of Jacob Chychrun and Antoine Stroman. Then Connor Timmins and Ilya Lyubushkin get a +2, and a +2 to Kyle Kobianco and Victor Soderstrom. We don't have an offensive defenseman. That's something we need. We just have two ways in defensive. So we'll have to get that figured out. Power play, we have a +1 with Kessel, Strohm, Kravtsov, Keller, and Chychrun. Then we have a +1 with Nielander, Schmaltz, Krause, Soderstrom, and Gusev. Four-man power play, nothing really too major. That's really all we have. Penalty kill, though. Pretty good strong suit, just because we have a lot of two ways. Schmaltz and Dzingel, Soderstrom, and Chychrun. Then we have Jay Beagle, Kravtsov, Stroman, and Lyubushkin. Three-man power play, you can see it there. We get a +1, usually a penalty kill, excuse me. The extras don't really matter. 4-on-4, just kind of skim through it. 3-on-3, extra attacker, and whatever. And goalies, we still have Carter Hutton and whoever the hell that backup is. So that's the team we're going to go with now. For now. You know, I don't really have any other players in mind. I haven't really done much scouting. Obviously, I could use some help in the comments if you guys want to give me some scouting tips. So I'm just going to take a look at our team. We have Phil Kessel with the A, Chychrun with the A, and Schmaltz with the A. But I think, just because I don't really know what Schmaltz yet, I don't know if he's going to be in our long-term plans. Obviously, right now, he kind of fits our team on the penalty kill and all that. Kessel, obviously, I don't know if he's going to be on our team long-term. But I know Chychrun will be, and I'm going to unassign alternate to Jacob Chychrun and promote him to the captain. He is going to be our next captain of the Arizona Coyotes. So, we are going to sim to the off-season, the start of the regular season. And we will sim the first 10 games and we'll play a third period of one game. That's how I'm going to kind of want to do it this year. I might sim like 20 games, play a game. Not a whole game, maybe just a third period. But let's sim the first week or so. Let's see what game we could play. Do we want to sim up to the Kraken? We'll sim like the first month. We'll sim up to the Kraken. We'll play a third period against the Kraken. So we'll see how our team plays. Watch us be really good. 3-2 loss to start out. That's not horrible. Like I said, I kind of like to be bad because, oh wait, I didn't really take a look at the draft class. And we start out 2-1 because the draft class is pretty loaded this year. A lot of talent. And I'm kind of hoping Michkov is not in this draft class because I hope that his age just puts him in the next year's. That's what I'm hoping for. 2-4, not bad. 3-0, we got shut out. Beat the Capitals, that's a nice win. 5-1 loss. Shut out yet again. So we're 3-7, so that's good. Like I said, I'm not trying to contend this year. 5-2. So we stand at, in our first, 11 games, we stand at 4-7. With, wow, our goal scoring really is not there. Gusev is leading the team with 6 points in 11 games. That's not good. But before I get into the game, let's just take a look at the draft class. Alright, so that's good. So Michkov is in the next year's draft. So we have Shane Wright, of course. Brad Lambert, of course. We have Miroshenko. We have Savoie, who I think is elite. And Connor Geeky as well as a 6'4" power forward center. So there's a lot of talent this year's draft. A lot of centers, so we could definitely maybe add another center. So we are going to actually get into this game against Seattle. We are going to play the third period just for entertainment purposes. So first period we start out 2-0-2. Dylan Strohm with 2 goals. And third period, no goals in the second, so let's get right into this. And that'll probably be it for this episode. So we are playing on Superstar difficulty. I like to, of course, give myself the best challenge. I actually was playing a lot on, I think, Superstar. Not Superstar. All-Star, and that thing was kind of too easy. So hopefully this will give us a little bit more of a challenge. But obviously we're up 2-0. We would like to preserve this. Oh no. Like to preserve this victory, and we have our backup in. And hopefully get a, what's his name? Hopefully get a, oh geez, Dylan Strohm a hat trick. That would be nice, as he has the only 2 goals in this game. So here we are against the Kraken. Obviously a team who, right now, get to the outside. Strohm, he's on the end of it. Oh, he's going to take it to the net. Oh, I thought I was going to tuck it 5-hole. That would have been nice. Strohm in deep. Back to Connor Timmins. Oh, I tried to deke on the outside. But yeah, I think something we're going to need, obviously, we have a lot of, our defensemen are a lot of two-ways. I mean, we traded the only offensive defenseman we had, obviously, in Gostisbehere. But we'll definitely try to add one. Hopefully, we'll see how draft is, how, what's it called, free agency is. But here's Phil Kessel. Let it rip, saved by Grubauer. But I kind of like the moves we made. I like how we added Strohm, Nielander, Kravtsov. We added a lot of youth to this team, which, obviously seems like they're going through a youth movement. But, we still have Dylan Gunther in the pipeline, which I'm excited about him too. And he's a sniper. I don't really think we have a sniper on this team, except for Phil Kessel. But we don't have a young, up-and-coming sniper. That's, I guess, my trying to say. But I think we would say we're a pretty good defensive team with the penalty kill as a plus. And if we get tripped down, we are going to be getting a power play. We have Nick Schmaltz, who is at Nielander, and Lawson Krause. And Soderstrom, obviously, he's playing third line because that's where he gets the best chemistry. But I definitely want him to be a top line defenseman. So having him play penalty kill and power play hopefully will give him a little bit more extra on that development. But let's see if we get something going here on this power play. Here comes Nikita Gusev. Obviously, he signed in for a little bit of depth. And, oh, wow, that was a horrible back pass. And Geeky is stopped. I don't even know who our backup goalie is. Now, let's see if we get back on track here. Let's get the first line in there. Try to get in deep with Schmaltz. Oh, I try to feed Keller. But nothing there. Here comes Vitaly Krasov looking pretty nice in the Kachina jersey. Looking. Oh, I try to go short side as the goaltender was down. Back on the forecheck. Get in there deep. Here comes Seattle now. Good defensive play. Up to Kessel. Back to Kessel. Has he lost it? We have, 37 seconds left in the power play. Here's Dylan Strohm, the hot hand today. Spins off. Oh, try to go to the backhand short side. Trying to get this hat trick for him. Trying to go short side again. Not going to get it. And that will be covered up by Grubauer as we come to the 10-minute mark. And we are still holding a 2-0 lead. Looking good so far for us. Even though, like I said, I'm trying to lose a lot this season because I want to get a high draft pick. And hopefully, I forgot what other 2 draft picks we have. I think we have Montreal's. Oh, good move by Chikrin. Oh, almost tried tugging in. And I think we have Tampa's. I don't think... Tampa obviously is going to be good. Hopefully Montreal. Oh, I tried to go backdoor. Can be pretty bad. But and look at this pressure. I'm really liking the pressure on Philip Grubauer. But seems like they're going to kill this off. Yeah, hopefully we could... It would be nice if we get 2 top picks. But, yeah, I'm going to have to see who we're going to want to take. Obviously, if we got the first overall pick, I don't think I would take Shane Wright because I've had Shane Wright before. I might want to try someone different. That's what I like to do in franchises. But that's fine. Then we could trade down. But there goes the power play. I would say we had a lot of pressure, but we could not score. As now the line of Hayden, Gusev, and Kraus. I like this line. If this line had more chem, it would be nice. But here comes Kraus. The big body is moving in. Trying to tuck it, but Grubauer is all over it. Oh! The hip check. Back down low to Hayden. To Gusev and Hayden behind the net. Gusev comes out with it to Chikrin. Trying to move in. Kraus. I try to go back to Chikrin. Wanted to go all the way forward. Here's... Oh, Connor Carrick's buried. We might have odd man rush. Here's Gusev. Oh, I try to tuck it back. Oh my gosh, the passing. Can we get the passing down? Back comes Seattle. Here's Wenberg. Puck was loose and it was knocked away. Trying to get it out. But we can't. Here's a shot. Saved by Kolnar. And another turnover on our end. Here comes Seattle. Trying to shove him off the puck. Seattle centers it, but nothing. Oh, God, Zingle just got buried. Eberle with a shot. Seattle's definitely up the pressure. And here comes Lyubushkin out. Lyubushkin's got room. Deeks on inside. Oh, but he couldn't get it. Retain it. And here comes Seattle. Oh, big hit by Strohm. But we cannot get the puck. Seattle up with it now. Strom's out there. Could possibly get his hat trick. Have yet to pull the goalie as I'm trying to get breakaway with Strohm. Strohm cuts in, but another turnover. And here comes Seattle looking to get in zone. And there goes the goaltender. So let's see if we... Oh, a big save by... Here's Colin Blackwell. Schwartz with a shot saved. Play it out. Get it up. Vitaly Krasov. I'm trying to look for Strohm. Where's Strohm? Strohm going to the net. Yes! We got it. Wasn't pretty, but we got it. It's Dylan Strohm. The Dylan Strohm Redemption Tour with the Phoenix Coyotes, Arizona Coyotes, as he nets a hat trick here in the 12th game of the season. And we are going to walk out of here with a W. Let's see if we get the shutout for our 75 overall backup goalie. Seattle Kraken, I don't know what they're doing. They can't... Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, that would have been... Oh, damn it. Oh, but no icing. I'll take it. Kessel on the forecheck. Oh, but he got shoved off the puck. Here comes Seattle with 10 seconds remaining. 6, 5. Knocked away by Schmaltz. Might as well get one more. Oh! Nick Schmaltz with the short side snipe. Oh my goodness. The turnover. The poke check. Oof. I might have to keep Nick Schmaltz after that one. Look at this. Beautiful shot. Upstairs too. And that is going to definitely seal the deal here in Arizona. Jay Beagle, Zazingle, and Yashkin out there. I kind of like Jay Beagle because he's got really good face-offs. Oh, another turnover. Oh, he would have been on breakaway. But that is going to do it here in Arizona as we knock off the new team. And the goaltender is pumped up. I wonder if that's probably his first shutout or something. That's cool. But good win. Obviously, hopefully we don't do a lot of wins, or get a lot of wins because I'm trying to get a nice draft pick. But that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know in the comments if you like the moves we made. Obviously, I'm happy to be back making videos again. And if you have any suggestions of players we should try to target, let me know. I'm all ears for that. You know, possibly some players who you guys think or you guys know who, if you get them right chemistry, that develop well. They'll be stars. So let me know what you guys think we should target. And next episode will probably end up, going to the trade deadline, finish up the season, and possibly get into the free agency and draft. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.